I want to speak on what I have captioned the need for leadership in the 21st century. The need for leadership in the 21st century. The need for leadership in the 21st century. I'll begin by citing some issues with this our century and then bring in the conversation of leadership as a solution. That's what we want here, man. Especially if you listen to CDC teachings, right? We take a bearing from the Bible, we look at life happenings, what is going on in the world, we examine the problem, how bad the problem is. But we don't live only with the consciousness of the problem. What is the solution? So we are going to highlight 3 major problems in this, our generation. That may be aware of some, but there are some that we in this, our age category, understand. Praise God. Those of you who know that I teach in this church, you know that I'm the teacher that who is like old and young at the same time. Have you? The teacher that looks old and also looks young, right? So we are going to talk heart to heart as young people. You see, the 21st century is one that is most informed, yet most confused and purposeless. Most informed, we have information, we have data, we get information, we know trends, but we are most confused and most purposeless. That's the first question. That's the first problem. Second problem is the average young person today knows so much but doesn't know what to do with such information. Cannot translate knowledge and skill set into essential value. So the first problem is that we know so much, but we are very confused and purposeless. The second is we have so much knowledge and skill set, but we cannot translate it into essential value. Essential. What is essential? Important value. You know what is going on with Bella and Jarvis. You know what is going on with Cubana Chief Priest. You know what's going on with Elon Musk. You know what is going on with Donald Trump. You know all of these things, but how does that knowledge help you? I guess what I'm saying. Some persons can sew, some persons can draw. I know somebody who has more than 4 talents, and each of that talent can make him a millionaire, but he's still looking for who to depend on. Is that not a problem? So the first problem is so much information, no purpose. I'm confused. The second problem is, okay, we have knowledge, but how do we translate it into essential value? He has a friend called Austin. Many of you know Austin here. Yes, my mentee. He does this gene stuff. If you see his body, people call it Aquabi. One day I called him. I said I'm intentional about these things. You are making TikTok videos. How much have you started making from showing your body and these videos you are making? Because if you don't make money, I'll be angry with you. I said that the other, I think I was in Port Harcourt on Wednesday. I went to speak to some students in the University of Port Harcourt. So a few minutes to the time I was coming in to know his level of preparation for this program. And I told Austin, I said, that thing I told you about this gym you are doing, I'm serious. Are we together now? Because I want a share in that money. It's my idea. I want a share in that money. That's why I tell people on TMN, I said you'll be wealthy and you'll be what? Healthy. You give to me first in millions, then you give to TMN in millions. You think I'm just saying it like that? Nah. I'm not wishing for you to be a billionaire for you and your family alone. Me, I want to eat the money. Is it not a good way to eat money? You raise people and eat their money. Is it not good? Praise God. Amen. Not because I'm broke. Do I look broke? No. Do I look at me very well? Do I look broke? But your money will sweet me. You understand? I love eating food that somebody else made. I enjoy it. I don't know for other people, but I enjoy the one someone else made than the one I made. So it's a problem to have skill set and knowledge and not knowing how to make essential value out of it. Crime, the third problem is crime is normalized. Crime is what? Normalized. Because of high rate of moral decadence. That's the third problem. So moral decadence and crime, they go hand in hand. I wanted to separate them, but you can't separate them. If somebody that have bad morals that are going to crime. Let me mention some of the bad morals. Addiction to drugs. Is it not prevalent now? Those days when we were younger, people hide to smoke.
Yes.
These days they don't hide it. They put it on their status. They hold like and blow. There's a way the smoke comes out. They will be shaking their head like this. Then shall the puppy be playing in the background? Am I making sense here? Yeah. When I was growing up, I didn't know what body count was. That you have sex, you count the person. Somebody has become normal. Statistics. And the person gets married, they can't satisfy the person. Are we getting what I'm saying now? That's the rate of what? Moral decadence. And because of that moral decadence, we have all manner of what? Of crimes. Another level of moral decadence is lack of good character, bad manners. These days, a younger person will not greet you and it's not a problem. They are even expecting you to greet them. I greeted him yesterday, why can't he greet me back? Respect is reciprocal. That's the way you want to learn grammar, by defending nonsense. Are you getting what I'm saying? There were days I was teaching in this church, the other place, when this class was in there. There are some that are just children of ministers. They will quack you on the staircase like this. They will not greet you. You meet their parents and they don't have Bible, they will answer you frowning. Things that we used to hide our face to do when we were growing up, there are things people do now. How on earth is Yahoo possible? And people pray on God, man, cash out. I told you I'm not going to speak like him. I'm not going to speak like that. I'll break it down. On God. You know the surprising thing? A Yahoo boy is calling somebody a thief. Who is a bigger thief? So crime has become normal. Peace hazard. They are not in America, you have an American account. You are a man, but you are a lesbian online. Well, it's normal. Are we together now? It's normal. Somebody looked at me, I went to visit him. I was there and the guy just looked at me, said, oh bro, so you did into internet stuff now. I looked at him in my mind, I said, I'm not praying. So you look at me, the first thing you can think of that somebody like me will be into. Because it's so normal now. People even leave home. When we were growing up, we left home to go and do something meaningful. But now it's from home to HK. And they flog you with mopstick, flog you with all manner of things. Because they have not cashed out. So somebody went to war. And they are very foolish. They wait for them when they are active. Maybe it's like American time now. Our night is their afternoon. You see them, they are bombing. We call it bombing. They are bombing. That's how normal it has become. A girl opens Snapchat just to open prostitution page. They call it hookup. We call it all manner of nice names now. So these are the problems we have in our society. These issues are prevalent because of poor leadership and sometimes not at all. Poor leadership at family level. What kind of leadership does your mom provide at home? If your mom shows you how lazy a woman can be, you'll be a more lazy woman than your mom. If your father doesn't show you spirituality is important, you will grow up not seeing the need to pray. Because it was no more than you. Are we together now? Poor leadership. Poor leadership is the reason why we have all this mess that we have. EFCC that is supposed to catch these boys and put them where they belong. They drive them from their house, stop on the way, collect their share, The boys go back home, they go back to the office. Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing it now? So the mom was supposed to scold the child when he began to collect 20 naira. She will look for the money. She knows it's the boy that took it though. The boy will just say, Mommy, I needed it. And she said, okay, it's fine. So long as you the outside, you go to them, no problem. But the stealing that starts from home, we get outside. So most times the quality of leadership that we have is very poor. Pastor was talking about discipline. Somebody does the wrong thing, put your feet down and discipline the person. My sister's child was misbehaving, I beat him, don't tell nobody. After he finished, I went and met the mother and said, when your uncle was beating me, he did not say anything. He said, do it again, I will not even beat you again. He just finished primary school from primary time. He called me. I was traveling to a point from Port Harcourt. I went for a program. I got a call. My father said he came first. I said, give me the phone. Give me the phone. That guy from nursery school has never come first. So the last time they just finished primary school, he came first. And he was so happy. I said, take 2,000 first. Go and eat anything you like first. We'll talk about your gifts later. This one is not gifts. Just use this one to chill. But if we did not use that iron hand on him, you don't know there was one day I called him. I said, let's pray. He said, I'm going late for school. We'll pray when I come back. You'll be 11, 30th of this month. Be 31st. You don't know we'll pray when I come back. Mentality. Are you getting it? So, what I felt that was like 2 months ago. How many minutes is in prayer? Do you know what you do that prayer? You gave my father the one that prayer. So we don't need to instill the discipline anymore. It has become now a part of him. Me, I'm the one that prayed not to misbehave around him. So that it doesn't look like I'm now doing the opposite of the things. So, but the leadership we give to him created that awareness in him and that consciousness in him. And because he kept punctuality and kept doing, at the end, the tail end, he made it. When I got to university, the first year I got 2 carryovers. I told Israel, F, 15 credit courses, 2 of them, I lost 30 points. My GP was looking very good. After everything was said and done, I calculated my CGPA, it was 3.54. I made second class. That you failed initially doesn't mean you're a failure. I get what I'm saying. I told him what I said, there's one course that is very difficult, econometrics. You know what that told me? What are you going to do? He didn't try to sympathize with me. You know, like, because whatever I do, if he's in that position tomorrow, that's what he's going to what? So, these are the problems. So let's look closer at leadership. Now, the nucleus of leadership is influence. The nucleus of leadership is what? Influence. That is, it revolves around making influence in the lives of a person or a certain people. Daddy spoke about that extensively. So influence is the power to shape the life of a person or people by way of speaking and doing things to produce a certain outcome or change in them. So there's a way you talk, there's a way you do things, so that you will influence, you will create a certain outcome in people or a change in them. I went to buy jeans in Port Harcourt. They brought very nice jeans. And one was crazy, very fine. I said I can't wear it. Because people are telling not to wear TSA jeans, they see me wearing TSA jeans. Thank God I didn't buy. That's why I got money to buy this one. This one I can. Because the one that will not make me a good example, I have to reject. Honestly speaking, if you see me on the road with torn jeans, what will you think? No. He has joined. He was not like that. When Sam is beginning to backslide. Something is wrong. We know we respect him.
Are you sure it was Mr. Samuel's?
Are you sure it was Mr. Samuel's? Are you saying that now? So everything I do now is not just for me anymore because I've become an influence. The way I carry myself, the way I talk, I know people are waiting for it to. There are people are waiting for me to upload status every day. They view all. But the ones that hide and view, the ones that show themselves and view, they are viewing. I guess what I'm saying. So Mr. Chapter came back, some people can tell me 10 things that have changed since I came back. That's the level I am now. So I can't just do things anyhow anymore. That's what leadership is. Influence. You live your life in a certain way so that you create an outcome in people. You can create a change in people. That's why Pastor said you have to become that thing. If you don't become it, how can you use it to change people's life? So if you can't talk about influence, you can't talk about leadership. So what are the vital components of leadership? Capacity and character. Pastor spoke about it. Knowing what you want to do or knowing what you are doing to an excellent level. You do things excellently. That's capacity. If you have an honest driver who will always buy fuel very well but doesn't know how to reverse, you will employ him. He has character, but does he have capacity? No. But you have a driver who can drive like James Bond. But if you give him money, 100K to buy for a buys for 82,000. The day you know, will you still keep him? You know one thing about stealing. When you do it, people don't know it's good. Like you are having it. But the day they know, every day for the thief. Is it 2 days? So as you have capacity, make sure you have character. Reasons why we need leadership in the 21st century. Number one, modeling, example, and pattern. Modeling, example, and what? Pattern. We always talk about bad pattern, generational causes. If they are bad pattern, there's also good pattern. Do you know there are some families that are 5-generation preachers? You understand me? Great papa, pastor. Great father, pastor. Grandfather, pastor. Grandfather, pastor. Grandfather, pastor. Father, pastor. I listened to what Pastor Komaya said. He said all his 4 sons were pastor. They can do anything they want to do, but you see that pastor?
They will join.
Joshua said, as for me and my household, it's not negotiable. Imagine I have a child. Doesn't want to be serious Christian. As that one. Do you understand what I'm doing? I give birth to a child and they say he came second to last. Whoops, child. Are you guys know what I'm saying? Whoops, check the name very well. Because whatever I'm doing now will not end with me. I intend for him to go to my. Are you guys know what I'm saying? That's the number one reason. It's very difficult to become anything if you don't have an example to follow. That's why mathematics, they start with English. After English, the next thing is example. That's where English at the end. Remember mathematics now? They'll write topic, division. They'll explain what division is. Then they'll write example. Once you have seen that example, the next English you will see again is therefore. But before that, between example and therefore, many solvings are taking place. When I give you quantitative, the first thing you see on top is what? The example. One on the right. Anyhow, if you understand this 2 examples, there's nothing in those 20 questions that you will not solve. Are you getting me? That's my life goal, to become an example to every young person who wants to be bright. I told some of them yesterday in the house that if I achieve that, my life purpose is what? Achieved. Many of you here are not things because you have not seen anybody do it. Are you getting me? Success was talking about Ojida. The background. Some ways we just talk is from because of where we are. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you go to Abuja, you say Omo time. Because everybody in Abuja is saying Omo. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's the example you are seeing. If you stay very well, any small thing, you use far. But that guy no come far. What's far? You yourself don't know why you are saying it. Yes. But you saw people model it to you. My mother was something will happen. Important question say, "That man." My mother was very verbally abusive. My mother insults you. Your ego will be like balloon the dust. She was so terrible at it. She had areas she was good, but one thing I knew, my mother was so bad. I don't wish to be like her. My mother insults you. Even if you are better than her in that area, because of the way she said it. I went to meet my mother in the kitchen. I lost a composition home. So look at this. She was doing, and she had this local stone. She used to grab it like that one. She had mortar, she had stone. She never bought blender. You know what she told me? I just, hey, mommy, I came to come. She just look up like that. Of course, in the normal language, you don't speak English. Right? If not, that English, she need to insult you. So she looked up, said the person who came first, does she have to? All the pride I carried as a second position person, everything went down. I graduated for 16 years. The best person that would have given me moral support was my mom, but because of her verbal abusive nature, if she gets angry, she don't know what to use to insult me. She says in the drama, I'm teaching in Tagalog. For those of you who don't understand the drama, please forget. In pidgin. I don't know how to say that one in English. If I try English, it will spoil. Do you understand what I'm saying? You will not get the vibe. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But she was a good woman, an incredible woman. So when I stayed in my maternal home, in Agbo Street, the polygamous home, only 1 week of staying there, I knew what my mother was the way she was. That was what the influence was coming from. You use insults to make your point. You use insults to support the point. Modeling, example. What example are you seeing? If you see lazy example, you become lazy. Every time your mommy says, well, let's wait for your dad, let's wait for your dad. When you marry to you, we say, let me wait on my husband, let me wait on my husband. I've been in a house before the woman could do food because of salt. She was so broke she couldn't buy salt. I don't want to go into the details. Number 2, guidance and direction. Why do we need this leadership? Guidance and what? Direction. You know you want to get somewhere, but you don't know how to do what? Get there. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying you are not smart. That's what we do on TNN. We even say that when we the smart ones we want. Because like we said, they are smart, but they are purposeless. It is the responsibility of leaders to make people see the right perspective of things. Every man follows another man's direction until he gets his own. Every man does what? Follows another man's what? Direction till he gets. Bishop Abel followed Bishop Oedepoti. Today there is Conquerors Global Assembly. Bishop Oedepoti was following him, did not knowing that there will be a living faith. 4 a.m. he was not sleeping, a vision appeared to him. And he saw the picture of him. He was not sleeping 4 a.m. in the morning. And God said, you see this man, pattern after him. He didn't know there was going to be a living faith. If rather to the book of the books and everything. Today we have what we have in it. Guidance, how do we do it? You need people who have done it before. And that's what leadership is. Are we together now? When you start cooking at first, your mother will not leave you in the kitchen. Sometimes she will feel as if she's not seeing you, but this eye is seeing you. When you want to put water to say, no, Oje. Your mind was here, it was there. Are you getting me? And when she's sure you can do it alone, then she leaves. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. Some of you have not even started, you are pushing everybody out. That's why you cook only what you can eat. Don't be irritated at people directing you. You know, Israel told me one day, says every time I want to do something, I'll be telling you. I was imagining how long will I continue like this. I said, when the time is right for you to do without telling me, you will know. Are you getting me? You can't support a 2-year-old child to learn how to walk now. But you must support a 1-year-old. Are we together now? Okay. So guidance and what? Direction. That's the reason for leadership. So anybody that is not directing you is not leading you. Are you getting me? Yeah. If you, the day you speak to me, and after speaking to me, you don't know what to do, I'm no longer your mentor. Are we together now? Are we together? What do I do? What step do I take? Joshua told Moses, the way you are counseling these thousands of people, you will die before your time. Go and appoint judges. It's not only you that have wisdom. God told him, he said, get these men, lay hands on them. The spirit of you will be transferred on them. That was how he appointed 70 judges. Number 3, teaching principles and inculcating values. That's the third reason. Teaching what? Principles and inculcating values. As a human being, there are certain things you should hold in high esteem, and there are certain things you should never do. Are you hearing me now? I always tell you people in this church, I brag about it. Till the day I leave for heaven, I will never have an STD. What is STD? So if you don't want to have STD, what do you do? Just remove the S out. There's no longer S. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Are you getting what I'm saying now? Marriage is already because we depend on. It's a value to me. So if you want sex before marriage, no problem if I toast you, tell me no early. Are you getting me? Tell me no early. Let me go on to the next. See, people say I don't take no for an answer. Let me take no for an answer. Can two work together except they agree? Why are you forcing things to work that are against your values? You started dating one person in 6 months, things you have not done in 18 years, you have done all of them. I just love you. Can you see how foolish it is now? A man who doesn't know God tells you he loves you. My only question is, where did he get the love from? Because he that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. So a man now loves you, he doesn't know God. I'm feeling God is speaking to a lady here. See, a guy who doesn't fear God there. His conscience will not prick him when he does something bad to you. The same for guys too. A lady that doesn't fear God will beat you to death. You know, it is the fear of God not to build somebody too. You know the painful thing about building, they don't care how you get the money. So a girl knows your salary is 50k and she has billed you 20k 3 times in a month. 20k 3 times in a month is how much? Your salary is how much? So you are running a deficit of 10,000. Does that person have conscience? No. I told you this session will not be like the first one. Can we talk? Yes, sir. Can we talk about these issues? Yes, sir. If management and prudence is her culture, we should be like that. What would you say to your father? The day anybody will tell me the money is too small, I will send him my OP. That one will be fast. Give me back my money. Because I have a father who, if I give it to, yes, he prays for me every day, but the volume of the prayer. You, if I give you the only thing is this, oh, it's not going to another value. Are we getting it now? Values. Now, riches and houses can be inherited from a father, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. That's what Solomon said. Yes. So prudence is a value. Don't be wasteful as a woman. Some men went broke. What saved them is the money their wife saved when they had money. They will not be rich because for 450,000, I want to go and sell their price in 20k. The value has dropped. Save the money, buy things. As the man is foolish, spending the money and tell him, give that 200. There's always do something. Say, take as much as you want. Be keeping it. You are saving for rainy days. Are you getting what I'm saying? You tomorrow become your wife that your husband will be happy that he didn't go down when he went home. That's on both sides of my mom. My mom was a businesswoman. My father used to do construction work. You know construction work, like, they have one big contract. After that period, everything has finished. My mom had a business, so she used to. See, my mother died, my father was owing him money. They had a record book. My mother, they did accounting. My mother, any money you owe her, so long as she not that sugar money. My father owed my mother till she died. That's what I'm saying. She had verbal abuse problem, but she had prudence value. The virtuous woman, in Proverbs 31. Before her husband is up, she's already in fear. Marriage is not poverty alleviation. Not a poverty alleviation. You want to escape poverty. Now I'm married. Money you have not eaten all your life. Your brothers have not gone to school. All of them come and stay in the house. Yeah, I'm a missionary already, so I'll travel and leave you people in the house. I'm doing the Lord's work. Are you getting what I'm saying here? Instead of marrying for your husband to sort your people, your siblings, why don't you marry and be the dad with your full chest? Sometimes if my sister buys me things, I announce it. Because for a long time I didn't enjoy the benefits of the last one. I was so used to doing things on myself that when I was in my father and my sister was dashing me money, it felt strange. But I told myself, I said, Sam, she's the older sister, and I had that privilege to give her joy that you collect from her. That was when I started collecting money from my sister. Values, how do you manage money? How do you manage time? That's leadership. Are you getting what I'm saying? I told you when we were supposed to leave the house, we slept in the same compound last night. He was not there, did I not leave you in the house? And if you had come here when we started, you would have coordinated it. I had it in my mind. And he knows I will not tell him sorry for it. That's how funny I can be, and that's how fair too I can what. Values. I don't value lateness. I value control. So what values are you learning from your leaders? There is no value to learn from a physical government. I hope you know.
Yes.
Do they have any good values?
No.
Principles are what? Values. Principles are universal laws with predictable results. Principles help you to understand how to go about things to get results. That's principles. I will give you pastors after my heart. I will feed you with knowledge and what on that. When you are confused, have people that you can go to and they say, do it like this. And it's not just that they told you, you go and do it and to what? To work. This young man, how many states have your foundation meeting now? 4 states. This one here. I always say this are the embodiment of everything I teach. And before he will do anything, we'll speak on like sometimes 2 hours, over 2 hours on the phone. He's asking me to every detail. So when we get to this part of the program, what do we do? When we get to this part, what do we do? What do we do? And when they do it, they all come, he comes back with text message. The way he told me is how you see the result here. He's supposed to travel this afternoon, but he came here. Because he knows he's still going to hear something. That thing you are struggling to do, find who knows how to do it, let him show you how. That's what a leader is supposed to do. Are we together now? So principles are what? Values. Okay? If somebody who has honesty as a value, can he fraud somebody?
No.
Are you saying that leadership now is the solution? Are you getting me? Sigmund Freud is a psychologist. He was a psychologist. He said children are copycats. They do what you do, they don't do what you say. If you smoke, you can't tell me not to smoke. Because you value cancer, you value liver cirrhosis. That's why you're smoking. Me, I don't value. Hello. I value long life and work it. Alright, number 4, molding character. I have just one point and we are close for today. Molding what? What's leadership for? To mold what? If you're under a good leader or under good leadership, you should look at yourself and reintroduce yourself to yourself. Since I started following this person, see what has happened. I've become another person. 2 Corinthians 5:17. If anybody be in Christ, he's a what? The one who makes leader say, if you come to me, you cannot remain. You say you are fishing men now, but follow me, I will make you what?
Fishers.
I will change you. I was in a seminar in Port Harcourt, not a seminar, a conference. One man came, I was teaching about loyalty. Talked about loyalty, never should be loyal to their pastor, everything. This man did not mention the qualities of a good leader to be loyal to. So I don't matter, I still have a question. Okay, you have told us we should be loyal. Is that not a description for the kind of person we should be loyal to, or should we just be loyal to any? So a drunkard is your pastor because your pastor should be loyal to him. A man who beats his wife, how will he cancel him in marriage? Hello? Hello? So, one mentor of mine called me. She actually started the conversation. So I know you're a graduate. I'm in school now. Tell me how you did it. Not big talk. You are a graduate now. I'm in school now. Tell me how you did it. How did you schedule your reading? How did you manage the stress of school and ministry? The one has gone beyond plenty talking. Are you seeing me speaking English in this second section? I'm not speaking plenty English here. Do I have iPad with me? Let's break it down now. Because when you live here, what you do is the most important thing. Some of you here, your mind is blank about certain things, but you know you should do it. Right? you lack leadership in that area. Leadership, the aim of leadership is becoming. So you have to mold you into a certain person. That guy holding that camera there. When I met him, was it back Nigeria or Naira? Which one were you doing that time?
What?
Okay. See the way you're shouting what? I know what I'm saying. I'm just giving you small. I'm not going to the other ones. And there are many people like that. Why not? But my problem is not you coming bad. Can I mold you? Are you moldable? Are you getting what I'm saying? They know the bend smoke fish now. If you bend that, what will happen? Are you fresh fish or are you smoked? If you come and smoke fish, I can't help you. I keep you out of my group a lot. If you are too big for me, I kick you out. But if you are ready to learn, I don't care how black you are. I have the blood of Jesus, I have the wisdom of God. There's no how we will correct your life. Are you getting me now? All of them are following me, are they perfect? Are they perfect? But every day I see their improvement. And so I'm encouraged to do things that I do. So molding of character, can they mold you? Because before you mold this thing, even if it's hard, you must put water. I guess what I'm saying. You know how you do those things that those small children play. You know you draw your leg, you know you draw your hand. You are molding something. If that thing refuses to mold, can you mold this block? It's already molded. If you want to mold another thing, and to mold somebody, the person must be willing to be what? That's why I don't force people to stand. In fact, there's one very dear to me. In fact, if you go to our last conference pictures, there was one I laid on. She's in, it's Caritas that is in Enugu now. The Veritas is in Abuja, she's in Caritas. She's studying nursing. I called her one day and I said, "God, am I your mentor? You just know me and you're in my group. Go and think about it and give me an answer." Send me a message this morning. Just that I've been very lazy, and that's because I'm not intentional about what we're doing. But now I'm ready. I said, this will be the last time I repeat that question to you. It's not by force now. Abi? You can't help who doesn't want to be helped. Finally, capacity building and productivity. Capacity what?
Building.
And what? Capacity building. Why do we need leadership? Capacity what? Building. Don't do a job where you have been working for 5 years, you have not improved your skill. You know there are some jobs you get, they send their employees for training. They even give them money to go on courses. They say we have a school leave in case you want to go to school. You can be going for classes and coming back. We will not deduct it from your. That's a kind of company to work. When you are working, you are at the same level. You are even better than the boss. So the boss doesn't see any need why you should even go. You tell him you want to go for studies, you say, put your registration later and go. Are you getting me? Those of you who know me very well, if you are not, you must learn. Are you getting me? You already have seen this yourself, there are history was there that you don't know in the primary. So for you to be relevant in that conversation, you have AI by the side or you have dictionary. I do it on purpose. Are you getting what I'm saying? Who understands what I'm saying here? Almost all of you now. There must be a word you've not seen before. I do it on purpose because I'm not only building your character, I'm building your intellect. There's some persons I've been able to meet and talk with because I have something here. One doctor, she's doing a fellowship. Dr. Abiodun, who speaks on health matters, was one of them. She's doing a fellowship in medicine and surgery. There's two kinds of fellowship in the field of medicine. When you become a professor, you become a senior fellow. There's one that's like advanced studies. So she spoke, what word did she use? But the general idea is the resistance of microorganisms. So the body resisting treatment against microorganisms. Now, have you taken antibiotic before for typhoid? You took it for 5 days and still not changed. Now that's a resistance. What she's doing is to study what is causing that resistance and how to solve that problem. If I didn't go to school, can I have that kind of conversation with her? let's say she now gets the solution now, she gets only one antibiotic that can cure every bacterial problem. Do you know how much she will have? Are you getting what I'm saying? Productivity. Are you getting it? Productive. Some people are hardworking, but they are not what? Judicious use of your time. Make sure everything you do counts. Are you getting what I'm saying? Add value to yourself so that you can produce. The reason why Africa is the poorest, why they are very rapidly and damaged was Alimazu Rui. He's late now. He used to be professor of political science in the United States. He's a Kenyan. Said Africa produces what she does not consume and consume what she does not. That's why she's poor. Work in your own life. We have family leadership, we talk about that a lot. We have corporate leadership. I'll talk about this. Your workplace, that's corporate leadership. We have spiritual leadership. Pastor blasted a lot of pastors already at the kids, so I'm not going to that. So their leadership at different levels, but at the end of the day, those 5 things I gave you are the reason you have. If you have a leader who doesn't do any of those 5 for you, you don't have a leader, you are wasting your time. God have come to you to learn. Let me say this. Let your life count for something. Are you getting me? When you're 50, you're 60, you look back. You don't have strength to do much again. That's what the body life achieve. Jack London said the proper function of man is not to exist, but to live. I will not waste my days trying to prolong them. I will use my time. You have time. What will you use? You are undergraduates. What are you learning by this side? I guess what I'm saying now. Write value to yourself and become what? Productive. Tomorrow we are going to have an interactive section. Right? I'm going to come on in a minute to pray for us and bless us. Tomorrow we are going to have an interactive session. And what it's going to be, those of you who know CBC, you know. But those of you who have not, maybe this is the first time, come tomorrow. More people will come. You know, today you're working with. You guys, we'll have more people tomorrow. We want to have gender-based interactive session. Women will talk. The last time, the people spent over 1 hour, I was begging them to stop last week. I was literally begging them to stop. Have we wasted your time today? Did we waste your time? Do you regret coming? So if the first day is like this, imagine how the second day would be. So please do me a favor.